This is going to be one of the most bullish weeks for crypto that we have ever had. Now, we have some massive events coming up. We have the Ethereum ETF going live on Tuesday. We have Elon Musk possibly buying Bitcoin or speaking at the Bitcoin event. And so I'm going to be talking about that here as well. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. And so I'm going to be going over a ton of different information that provides many bull cases for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And so definitely make sure to stay throughout the entire video. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it here. Let's take a look at Elon Musk's Twitter page here. And so we can see his profile picture was just updated with laser eyes. And so the last time he did this was when Tesla bought Bitcoin about 2 years ago. And so they started saying that they were going to start accepting Bitcoin to purchase vehicles if Bitcoin mining gets down to a reasonable level. And so since then it has dropped below 50%. And so Elon Musk might be interested in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, especially with the Bitcoin conference coming up. And so this is very bullish here for cryptocurrencies. If Elon Musk comes out and states that he is buying more Bitcoin, we're going to see a massive leg up on Bitcoin. We'd easily be looking at $70,000 to $75,000. And so we can take a look at their wallet here for Tesla. They're still holding on to the Bitcoin that they own, which is 11,500 Bitcoin, roughly worth $774 million. And so we can see down here in the transactions, they have not purchased any more just yet. And so we can see their last purchase was 2 years ago with a purchase of 1.13 thousand Bitcoin. And so let's definitely be paying attention to this wallet here. And so definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel for that. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the current price of Bitcoin. We're at $67,431. We have Ethereum here just under 3,500. And so we can see some altcoins are also on the move. We can see that Solana here in the last 7 days up to $178. It is up 22%. And so that's something to be paying attention to. This week may be massive for Ripple, as there is a closed door meeting with the SEC to discuss these type of topics. And so we might see a Ripple case being closed out there as well. And so let's go ahead and take a look here. As I mentioned, the Ethereum ETF will be going live on Tuesday. And so there is 5 different ETFs going live. And I think this is going to be very bullish for Ethereum. A lot of people think that we're not going to see the same amount of movement as we did with the Bitcoin ETF. However, Ethereum has a lot of the utility coins built on their platform. And so utilization and tokenization of crypto assets are what is going to start driving adoption in the cryptocurrency space. And so that's why I believe that Ethereum is going to play a massive role with that. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the closed door meeting here on July 25th. They have a meeting scheduled with the SEC at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Time. And so if we go ahead and take a look at what's going to be discussed here, we can see that the institution and settlement of administrative proceedings, we have resolution of litigation claims, and other matters relating to examinations and enforcement proceedings. And so they do not come right out and say that this is going to be discussed with Ripple or XRP. However, there was a previous meeting scheduled last week that did get canceled, and then it was rescheduled for the 25th here. And so that's definitely something else to be paying attention to. In addition to that, we also have the Bitcoin conference next week as well, which is going to be starting on Thursday and going through Saturday. And then we do have Donald Trump speaking on Saturday there as well. Now, Elon Musk could be showing up to that event as a special guest. And so that may be the reason that he has switched the profile picture here to laser eyes, as he's becoming bullish on Bitcoin. We also have FTX payments here that are going to be paid out this fall. And so this is a massive amount here. So we can see FTX creditors expected to receive 14 to 16 billion in cash payouts this fall. And so just to give you an idea of how much that is, the German selling that happened last week was $2 billion. They sold $2 billion of Bitcoin. Now we're talking about inflows of approximately $14 to $16 billion in cash payouts this fall. It's not getting paid out in Bitcoin where they could sell the Bitcoin. This is $14 to $16 billion of people that have been involved in cryptocurrencies since FTX. And so there's a high chance that they may be investing back into cryptocurrencies with this money, which would drive a lot of inflows into the ETFs and cryptocurrency space. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the ETFs here. We can start seeing that Grayscale had a lot of outflows, right? It was almost matching the inflows. And so since then, you can see over the last couple of months, the outflows for Grayscale have been minimal. However, we're starting to see an uptick here. We're starting to see a lot of inflows. Last week, we saw Fidelity buying a ton of Bitcoin. We saw BlackRock also continuing to buy a ton of Bitcoin. And so I think that's going to be the same case with Ethereum as well. Right off the get-go, we might start seeing outflows just like this, right? Grayscale had a Ethereum fund as well, and so they're holding their 2.5% fee. And so we could start seeing a lot of outflows from Grayscale, but then they'll start fading off here, and then we'll start seeing more upside with Ethereum as well. And so in addition to that, we have Goldman Sachs that's going to be launching 3 tokenization projects by the end of the year. And so these are related to tokenization and digital assets. And so Larry Fink has mentioned with BlackRock that he's very bullish on tokenization. He believes that that is the future of tokenization for cryptocurrencies. And so you can see what's happening here, right? Some of the biggest financial institutions are getting involved in blockchain and tokenization. And so they do not come out and say exactly what cryptocurrencies they're going to be building on, right? There's a chance that this could be built on Ethereum, or they could just be utilizing Chainlink, since that has been around for a very long time, and there's been some testing that has been done with Goldman Sachs and Chainlink. And so it's definitely something else to be paying attention to. As I mentioned, utility and tokenization is going to be key over the next couple of years as we start making that shift into blockchain and tokenization. And so in addition to that, as I mentioned here, we do have the Bitcoin conference coming up as well in Nashville from the 25th to the 27th. And so there's some key speakers here. We can see Kathy Woods and Michael Saylor are speaking. They have spoken in the past. However, they're just showing their support, right? We have some of the biggest people here that are starting to get involved in cryptocurrencies. Donald Trump is now stating that he is going to be backing the US dollar with Bitcoin. And so it's going to be very interesting to see if we get some type of announcement at the Bitcoin conference. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future content. And as always, this is not financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.